Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. On behalf of International Music Premier League, IMPL, Carnatica Global, and Global Arts Temple USA, we have great pleasure in welcoming you all to Sansar Sangeet Utsav, the first virtual pan-world music festival. Today, we are extremely delighted, blessed, and honored to have with us Padma Vibhushan Awardee, Sangita Kalanishi, Fellow Sangita Natak Academy, New Delhi, Mridangam Legend, Kalaimamani, Dr. Umayalpuram K.Sivaraman, sir. A Mridangam maestro and a global percussion icon. We welcome him to this festival and request him to inaugurate and bless us in this festival. Over to the legend, Umayalpuram Shivaraman, sir.
Now, I have great pleasure in inaugurating this Sansar Sangeet Utsav, a virtual extravaganza of a variety of percussion. What can I say? The paraphernalia that is connected to all percussion that is being given by the organizers to the Rasikas at large. I should really congratulate the organizers for putting together this wonderful concert format for nearly 6 days that is going to enthrall the audience globally. So once again, I am so happy I am part of this wonderful project, and I thank the organizers for giving me a very rare opportunity to inaugurate and also play my Mridangam solo. The very reason I played my Mridangam solo at the beginning is I never wanted to make a speech in the beginning. Let the Mridangam speak, then I will speak. That is the idea and the concept by which I played the Mridangam and then I made a speech. What I played today is on the glass Mridangam. We have got the usual wooden frame Mridangam, that is, the outer shell is made of wood generally. And I introduced more than 48 years back fiberglass Mridangam when there is paucity for good and seasoned wood. I introduced fiberglass. At the same time, there is a very big compliment from the late president, one of the greatest scientists of India, Dr. Abdul Kalam. When he visited me in Visakhapatnam, he said, my son went over and Umayalpuram ji, we have got something very similar. Then the audience was looking for something very great from the president. He said, both of us used fiberglass. Then in my acceptance speech, I referred to this and then said that while the greatest scientist and the President Dr. Kalam used fiberglass for missile, I used the fiberglass for Mridangam. Both starts with M, missile and Mridangam. So then, this idea came, why not I introduce glass Mridangam. Or the glass is always there in the place of shell made of wood and fiberglass. I thought the resonating column can be by glass. And I made a prototype and worked with for more than 1 year with the renowned Sen Govind. And then the Mridangam shape came like this after 1 year and 1.5 years of arduous work. And this Mridangam, the wooden, the thing is, particularly the resonating column, the shell is made of glass, but the rest of the things are only leather as you find in Mridangam. Fortunately, there is no echo inside, and it was proved to the music fraternity. It has got the greatest tonal quality as you find in a wooden Mridangam. The same also happened in the case of fiberglass Mridangam. Why I am telling you is that since we are advancing in science and taking up modern gadgets for our help to promote our music, why not we try all the modern gadgets and facilities and produce something very great for the benefit of the percussive community and also music community. That is my idea with which I'm doing all these things. The tala I've taken today is 7 counts. It is known as Misra Chapu in Carnatic music. And I played against a modern gadget known as a machine. So the caption I have already given is man versus machine. Here also yum, yum. Man, yum. Machine, yum. And the production is music, that is also yum. So what happens is, a human error you can never expect in this particularly Tala system done by a machine. So you have to really exhibit your dexterity, and it is like a research years on which you have to play. So I've already given a recording, and today this is man versus machine, and I played this, and this I did long back. And when I realized after 6 months that the machine became Umayalpuram Sivaraman, and Umayalpuram Sivaraman became the machine, when the Advaita Bhava or the monism was created between me and the machine, I began playing against the machine. Initially I thought that it was inanimate. Later on, with more experience, I thought, no, it is an animate thing. I really worship it as Brahmalayam. It contains Brahmalayam. So, before I play for any concert, with the gadget of rhythm, there's a machine, or rhythm box, I always give my salutations to the Brahmalayam, because that is, I see God, Laya, Brahma, in this particular machine. I'm very happy that I played this, and later on, I think if time permits, I'll play another solo. And the solo that I played today is in 80 pulses per minute. The next one that I'm going to take up after some interactive session will be 130, 120 pulses, and the Tara will be Khanda Chapu. Anyway, I'm so happy that I'm part of this great festival, and I hope all the Rasikas all over the globe will enjoy this session and give a lot of encouragement to the artists and the organizers. Thank you.
Thank you, Mama. That was such a wonderful exhibition of mastery, class, caliber from none other than one of our greatest percussion icons of the globe, the one and only Dr. Umayalpuram K.Sivaraman. Sivaraman sir has been one of the rare artists who has received 3 Padma Awards, starting from the Padma Shri, the Padma Bhushan, and Padma Vibhushan Awards, the highest honor from the government of India. Not only that, he has also performed for over 75 years, starting from all the stalwarts as a child prodigy, and today he is promoting and encouraging several young artists by performing along with them, guiding them both on stage through his performance and also enriching their knowledge. As a guru, he has been training several students who have all been great performers. And not only his own students, he has been an icon who has inspired several co-artists of Carnatic music in the Mridangam fraternity, and also in the parallel systems like Hindustani system, where the tabla artists and other percussion maestros, pakawaj players, tabla artists have also benefited. And globally, several percussion maestros in drums across the world have also benefited by his knowledge and his unique Bani. Bani in Carnatic music is called a style. I want to ask the maestro himself to elucidate on how he established this unique Bani. Today he is revered as the god of Mridangam. So how did he get to doing this? So let us hear from the maestro himself.
It's a good question because Bani is something where if you tell me your friends, I'll tell you who you are. Tell me what the books you are reading, I'll tell you who you are. And style is a man. That is what they say. A bundle of precedents and usages over a period of time, which has really stood the acid test, becomes a tradition that is known as Sampradaya. And in Sampradaya, we have got lot varieties of Bani. Like Sampradaya is a main river in which the Bani of each great artist, it flows and merges with the main river and make it beautiful, aesthetically captivating, fascinating, and whatnot. So, so far as I'm concerned, I have been trained by 4 illustrious Mahagurus, Arabadishri Nadeshaya, Tanjavur, Pitamaha for Mridangam, Sri Vaidyanatha Award. Then another Avatara Purusha, my 3rd Guru, Sangita Kalanishi, Palgat T.S. Maniyaya. And the 4th one, and a contemporary, and another Pitamaha, and Laya Brahmam. His name is one of the golden letters to be etched in golden letters. Kumbakonam Shakotai Ranguingarwa. With these gurus, I went 15 years of Gurukula training, and like a honey bee, I took out all the best. And the best quality of a guru, particularly my gurus, they wanted that after teaching all these things, they wanted that their disciples should really have their own creativity and Bani and their rich contribution to the art of percussion. That is the greatness of Guru, because if you generally copy the original, you don't succeed. People always will go to the original. So you have to really work hard to create your Bani. Some of the mottos that really worked wonders for me was, they were like this, that no man grows old. When he stops growing, he becomes old. And according to me, nobody is a full stop. Everybody is but a comma or semicolon. In the sense, your contribution based on tradition, at the same time giving novelty, fabulous creativity, at the same time a lot of erudition, and then a technique that goes via the acid test, and a Bani that is being liked by the cognoscenti, the Pandits, the Mahavidwans, and the peers, the contemporary great artists, and your style should be liked and it should be encouraged by yesteryear giants. At the same time, the modern youngsters were very well up in every subject of melody and rhythm, and they are having a lot of knowledge and creativity. They accept you and your Bani, and then you become worthy of that emulation. You are being really, you become a worthy artist for your Bani to be emulated by also the present and future generations of percussive fraternity. When all these are there, then you will succeed. In which body you have to, have a large variety of, according to me, that Mridangam is the king of percussion and queen of melody. And I always would call Mridangam as Nada Vadya. It doesn't, though it comes under percussion, it has a special quality of Nada that attracts the people all over. So the Nada, the aesthetic beauty, the zip, at the same time the pauses, being in between there, what you play, whether you accompany or give Mridangam solo with alone or with others, all other things at the same time, how to project yourself, then how to give a lot of opportunity for others to also flourish. All things go to make you create a new body. In this, I think I have strived so much and striving so much and will strive so much because the body which I am introduced to the world and being liked by all people, even the youngsters, everybody likes it, is known as Umayalpuram Shivaraman Bani, which I am daily improving and giving all inputs into all that. So this is the body which I am really pursuing, which is based not only on tradition, novelty, everything, and you have to be always very successful because a successful artist always looks forward to improvement, not only now and forever. You have to improve day by day, minute by second, you have to improve because you have to show your greatness to the people, to the artists, and to the public by your exhibition of great artistry. This you must maintain all through your life. Then only you become a very successful icon, trendsetter, role model, and all that.
That is extremely inspiring, sir, to hear whatever you have said for all the generations across the world who take to percussion field. I would also like to ask you about the creation that you have done, Mridanga Chintamani, and also the books that you have authored for the posterity and for the current artists to understand the excellence in the field of Mridangam and how to work towards that, and also document the Mridangam as a course for everybody to follow. So I think you have done a very pioneering effort in this context, and I would like you to elucidate a little bit on that.
It's a good question. It really needs very good answer also from me, but I'll try my best. See, in India, what we really lacked previously was the documentation of everything that was created by the giants of yesteryears. Now we are documenting everything. In matters of percussion, what happens is, in melody, there is always all the mudra of the composer. For example, if you take Tyagaraja, the mudra of Tyagaraja is there. If you take Dikshatar Guru Guha is there. If you take Samasastri, it is Samaksha Sodri. If you take Purandara Vitala or Purandara Dasa and Ramadasa for Padma Shivan, like that you have got. Then you can understand this is the composition by the great composer. But in Mridangam, what happens is, many great Mahavidwan, they have composed moras and gorvas and all that. But the thing is, at long last, after some time, you are not able to decipher whether it was done by them or not. So what happens is, for example, I will cite an example. UKS. I cannot add UKS like that. So what I did, I thought for more than about a decade, what I should do. Then, by the grace of God, the idea came that I should document everything. Then I worked for nearly 2 years. And then Mridangam Chintamani came and A to Z. I put everything from fingering to everything, accompaniment to music, everything Pallavi. I did it in Mridangam Chintamani. In Mora and Korvai, I did was the Moras and Korvai is done by me, Guru, done by me, and then my compositions for the dance, Adavu, like that. And then the formula I did for how to really have some formulas so that you can use it for Pallavi. When you, play for Pallavi, the formula can be used like that. Plus, I also played for rhythm box, Roland rhythm box, that is there. So in all, both Mataki Chintamani and Moran Korvai, they put together, it is almost 33 hours, 33 and a half hours, and more than 11 hours or 12 hours of recording on video. I think it is a useful contribution, and people, students, teachers all over the globe, they like it, and it is going there like hot cakes. It is not a credit for me. It is a homage to the presiding deity of Mridangam, Nantikeshwara. With this idea only I am doing. The next thing is, people are doing lecture demonstrations on melody. I was watching and all that. One friend in he was running an organization, Vishwanathan Lagamalika. One day, more than 50 years back, he asked me, Sivaram sir, why don't you do a lecture demonstration on Mridangam and Laya? How to make it interesting to the public? In melody, you have got Swara, Naraval, Sagitya, lyric, everything is there. But how to make it interesting? For nearly 2 hours to 2.5 hours with the interactive session, how to do it? I planned, and it was presided over by no less than the giant of Veena. Yes, Balachandra was here, and in the British Library it was there, a full house, and then I shot this, and it became very, very, very powerful medium for me to express all these things. From then on, for the last 50 years, I've been doing these lecture demonstrations and varieties. What is the Mridangam? How to accompany for light music, harikatha, dance, and then bhajan, Carnatic music, how to play solo, along with other artists like Gadam, Ganjira, Mosing and all that. I did everything. One by one, it got extended. Then I introduced fiberglass Mridangam. Then I introduced glass Mridangam. Then I was working on the science of Mridangam, and I was finding the right great scientists to collaborate with me. And God has been really kind to me. So he showed me that here is there Dr. T. Ramasamy, one of the eminent scientists in India and abroad. And then we began to collaborate. I began to collaborate with Dr. T. Ramasamy and M.D. Naresh, and we worked for nearly 15 years. Why we took up the work? The thing is, in 1920, the greatest scientist of all time, Dr. C.V. Raman, he took a lot of interest in Mridangam and then did wonderful original research on Mridangam and then produced a lot of books on science of Mridangam and showed to the world that the Mridangam has got a lot of harmonics, unlike the drums of the West. And he proved the harmonics were there, overtones are there. And then he did research, and then later on he went to optics. And then several scientists, they took up the work, and it was unfinished. Like that, at that time, I approached these great scientists, Dr. Sri Ramasamy and Naresh, and we worked for ceaselessly for 15 years or 16 years. And then we brought out the book. This is the book, Musical Excellence of Mridangam, authored by me, Dr. T. Ramaswamy, and M.D. Naresh. This is one of the best contributions after C.V. Raman, and it was released by our Vice President, His Excellency, Vice President Venkaiah Naidu. And the thing is, there's a happy wedlock. The thing is, when it was published, it was the birthday of C.V. Raman. When we did, Ramaswamy and me, a big demonstration music academy, it was the birthday of the great mathematical wizard, Ramanujam. So it is a happy wedlock of the two great scientists. And you know, the other beauty that we really found out was that the first harmonic there was in Mridangam, it was found out that it is the shift of the harmonic is in the region of Rishabha. We found out that shifting of the first harmonic is in the region of Rishabha. What is Rishabha? Rishabha is only one, that is Nandikeshwara. So Nandikeshwara is a presiding deity. What is the happy wedlock? The Shastra and science put together gave the meaning that Rishabha and Nandikeshwara they are one. And the shifting of the first harmonic is in the region of Rishabha. This is one thing, it's a marvelous invention. The second is always the juxtaposition of the resonance of Mridangam. How it happened? How the resonance is coming continuously from Mridangam from both sides, particularly from the right and left. The yard column inside, it creates magic. More than that, the even numbers and odd numbers of the harmonics. That is, in juxtaposition, when one is dormant, the other one is powerful. Like that, when it goes like that in juxtaposition, the essence of Mridangam becomes Devi, divine. Nada is there, comes from Mridangam. Nada that envelops the world. Nada that entices the world. Nada that goes to the heart of the people. They say, aha, aha. They enjoy all this. So, that these resonance, all these things are greatest inventions. Why we are doing it? We are just doing all such things for the youngsters who are really brilliant now. They can take the work and they can work wonders in future basing on our research so that the flag of Mridangam will be, it will be hoisted in the world of percussion as number 111. That is the idea, mission, and passion with which you are working.
I would also like to ask you about, you've been playing for so many years, you've accompanied several stalwarts of the past, and going forward, you've also performed with the counterparts in the North Indian classical music fraternity, the Hindustani system, whether it is the past masters like Ustad Allah Rakha or Kishan Maharaj ji or Zakir Hussain ji. So you have worked with all of them and performed with all of them, and also played with instruments like chende, the very famous percussion instrument from the Kerala. And apart from that, you have also created your own band, the Jwala, where you brought in a lot of innovation in working with the contemporary music, apart from the very classical traditions that you have always performed with. So I would like you to say that this in the context of globalization of the art form itself and how you have taken it forward and embraced it very perfectly with your style.
You know, see, I always view there is Yati Prasara. For example, Gopucheti, Shrotavaheti, Mridangeti, Damaruyeti, Veshamayeti, and all that. I never thought that this is going to really work in my musical career. I studied how Srotavaha is like a river where it starts very humble and goes and broadens like Ganges and joins with the ocean, Ratnagara. Here, Ratnagara, Mahodati, Laya Samudra, Thala Samudra is ocean of bliss. When I started, I only played for Carnatic greats. Then it so happened, I had opportunity. All these things are coming to me by the grace of God. Then I was invited to perform Jugalbandi with Northern artists greats like Ravi Shankar, like Chaurasya, like B.G. Job, like Kishan Maharaj, Santa Prasad, Allah Raka, Sultan Khan, and so many people. I played with Amjad Ali Khan, I have played, and then Kashinath Misra, and then Sarangi. I played with Ramdara and Sarangi. I have played with so many great people, even now playing. That gave an opportunity for me to mix. The idea, I will tell you why it comes. I played with them, very total success. Then another great avenue came to me to play Talavadya Kacheris with great artists, North India, South India, and Brij Maharaj. He played along with me. And then Pakavaj was there. And then I played Manganyas. So a lot of opportunity came. Then opportunity came for me to play with bands, Western bands, fusion, and then jazz. Even now, I am connected to one of the very eminent and renowned jazz troops known as Akademi in Belgium, of which the greatest outstanding player is Fabrice Castle, another one is Michel, and Stephen Gann, one of the best percussionists on drum. Then what happened was, I played with the Kerala percussion, where it was a very total success, and my third guru, as a homage, I wanted to play and present something new for my guru, who belongs to Palgad, Kerala. When that opportunity came, I wanted to present that homage in his own state art of percussion. In the sense, I thought, why not I perform with the great Chanda group? Then I played with the Chanda group. Shangaragudi Maharaj, he really obliged me, and he was like he is like my brother. He sent complete the set, and I presented it in Music Academy and gave the name as When Mridangam Plays Tayambaka. So all these opportunities are there. What happened is, after a long experience with these people, great people, Oriental, Occidental, there is a saying that East will not meet West. No, East is always meeting West. There is always a lot of fusion between East and West. There is always national integration. There is always international integration. When one day the thought process came to me that when you go deeper into the bliss or the ocean, Ratnagara of bliss, which is known as Sangita, there is only one religion. There is only one feeling. There is only one sentiment. There is only one friendship. The thing is, it goes by different nomenclature, names. For example, you call Aditala, and then in North they call Tintal. In Western music they call 4/4, and you call Shankarabharanam, and they call Bilawal, they say Major, like that. Only the name changes, but the spirit and the scheme and everything is one. In so far as I'm concerned, with these people when you go there, no rehearsal is there. Because our music, Carnatic music is so vast. And if you just master everything, when you go over to any place, when you play with any great artist in the globe, you need not have to have a rehearsal at all because the moment you enter, you become one with them and they become one with you. The spirit is there. So, small things will be there for discussion, but the thing is major. When I played the Raju Maharaj in Kerala Kalamandalam, when somebody asked whether, we should have a rehearsal, the reply came from Brij Maharaj. When Umayalpuram ji is there, no rehearsal. We will play, we will see on the stage. He danced and I played. And no tabla was there in Delhi. I played with Amjad Khan. Only Mridangam and Amjad Khan, Sir Road. And he played Vadapi, Jod Jala, everything, and then went on for 1.5 hours. And the greatest concert I played is more than about 50 years back in Madras University Auditorium where Ravi Shankar, myself and Lala Raka, no rehearsal. It went for 3 hours. And Ravi Shankar is one of the greatest avatar Purushas for Sita. You know how he arranged that 3 hours? Myself and Ravi Shankar, 45 minutes. Ravi Shankar and Lala Raka, 45 minutes. Myself and Lala Raka, 45 minutes. Myself, Ravi Shankar and Lala, 45 minutes. The whole auditorium, people from right from Pondicherry to Nellore, they were there, and all great connoisseurs, great musicians were there. No rehearsal. That shows there is only one music. There is only one religion. There is only one brotherhood. There is only one sentiment. There is only one love. And there is, you have the feeling, you will be very successful. But take it in humility and pray to the God of music so that you attain the greatest knowledge, jnana, power, play, and scholarship.
It was extremely, extremely enlightening, and at the same time, a great experience that you've shared. Over so many decades of your experience, you've shared it in such a small session. But before I conclude, we would really request to have the pleasure of hearing the other very special percussion solo from you as a blessing for this festival that we have commenced.
Before I start, I would like to really place my head in absolute humility and salutations at the altar of music because of the grace, benign grace of the Almighty, the omniscient and omnipresent, the Almighty. He was able to bless on me these years. Now, I have finished 75 years of my musical career and just entering the 76th year. God grant me the boon that I play for a number of years. Play for me, play for the Rasikas, pray for the Vidwans, and get Swanabhuti in my life. That is my only prayer. And this is, I play everything for the benefit of myself, my joy, for the benefit of music fraternity, for the benefit of percussive fraternity, and I share the joy with all people all over the globe so that all of them can wish me that I play for still more number of years and please myself and please all of you. Now, I am going to play in Khanda Chapu. Khanda Chapu, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The pulse I had taken up, the earlier one was 80. This is 120. So, this is, I conclude this. The pulse, and done.
Dear music lovers, what an exquisite session that was. We are so honored and privileged that today we had this beautiful, brilliant session on the art of percussion from none other than a global percussion icon, Mridangam Chakravarti, one and only Dr. Umayalpuram K.Sivaraman, sir. Thank you, sir. We are so very blessed and honored that you could share this one-on-one session for the music lovers across the world and share some of your experiences on taking the percussion field and our music globally. Thank you so much for this magical session. Thank you.
Hello. I would like to say and conclude, one of the greatest presidents of India, United States, Abraham Lincoln said that the nation is only of the people, for the people, and by the people. Likewise, I always dedicate my music, everything, to the Pancha Bhutas I worship in my life. One is the Almighty. Number two is my parents, father, mother, grandmother, and all the forebears of my family. The third is the four illustrious gurus, Gurus. Kumbakonam, Arabati Nadeshiyar, Tanjavur Vaidyanayirvan, Palakkad Maniyar, Kumbakonam, Chakota Rangingarvan. This is the third element I worship. The fourth element is the Maha Avatar Purushas like Kanchi Priyava, Sringeri Priyava, Andavan Swamigal, G.S. Swamigal, like Ramana Bhagavan. All great people, we and our family worship for their benign blessings. And the fifth element is the Mahavidwans of yesteryears who really guided me, gave me cooperation, gave me encouragement, gave me blessings. And it is because of them and their encouragement. Today, what I am today, I think I should owe to these great giants. And I also wish to give my appreciation, best wishes to all the Rasikas who have been supporting me and my art, and also to other Vidwans with whom I have played, inclusive of the great giants and followed by other set of great giants and present day crop of young and talented Vidwans whom I am accompanying. The thing is, I'm so happy. I'm playing for, my Mridangam I'm playing for the fourth generation. God willing, I will go for the fifth generation. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I always wish, and this opportunity will be etched in my mind forever.
Thank you again so much, sir. Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Please accept our humble pranams. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dear Rasika, stay tuned for many more such exciting sessions in this edition of Sansar Sangeet Utsav. We are extremely delighted and honored again to have the one and only Mridangam Genius, Dr. Umayalpuram K.Sivaraman. Please listen to this, share this with all your friends and musicians from the percussion fraternity across the world. Please enjoy and stay tuned to IMPL YouTube page and Facebook page. Thank you all.